Hello everybody and welcome back to my Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. Okay, so I just loaded up the game. You know what I just got information on? The Ward Council. So apparently I don't need to wait fucking 8 hours in game. Because all these numbskulls are all fucking finished. Our soldiers in the western approach are located a suitable fresh water source. They faced some resistance from particularly aggressive wyvern, but were able to subdue the threat and secure the area. I'm told that Lieutenant Core in particular should be commended for his quick response. As you imagine, their success has raised morale among our followers in the western approach. Deal with the angry situation is improving here at Griffin Wing. Our water source is secure and most things are under control. However, our activities in the desert have destroyed some Varg nests, which have riled them up and are desperate. Now they're attacking caravans on the main road, scavenging from our positions. Makes it hard to get supplies in for the soldiers. Any advice? Maker's breath. I'll send some of our rangers to hunt and kill these pests. I'll keep the area clear. Take their water, their habitat. Our veteran rangers could try to lead the Vargas to a better place where they can establish themselves. Yeah, the best technically isn't... Oh, fuck, yeah, fuck it.
Let's see what we have.
I don't have a problem with you making it so we don't get fuck over them. Alright, well that would have been fucking nice to know, just to expect that I don't have to let the game run. But fine, fuck me. Alright, our able-bodied workmen have mounted the head in a conspicuous location. It's rather vulgar for my tastes, but the nobles find it endlessly entertaining. Alright, yeah. But yeah, that would have been nice to fucking know that I don't have to have the game running for so fucking long. Would have definitely fucking cut down on my fucking save time. Yeah, oh, fuck me. That's why it wants to be connected constantly to the internet.
I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we are to receive any visitors of distinction.
I don't have a problem with it.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what they require. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack. Do you know who first left Moabs? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply kept so much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure we'll find rest with the maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
It definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to just check in with everyone now. There's definitely been quite a bit that's changed.
Request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on a partial improvement to Skyhome.
Oh,
As you were.
by the way, if you hear a weird fucking sound like well, there's the fan that's running, but there's also another motor that's running. Basically, again, I haven't had fucking any water at all. I was assumed it was because the pipes have frozen over. Except that may not be the case. I'll show you. you get the gist. Basically, it seems like frickin' there is water, but it doesn't have pressure, so I have a pump running. At least help with it.
Oh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
It doesn't surprise me you found the wardens mixed up in all this. From first-hand experience, you should be wary anytime my old order is involved.
Oh, fucking...
I trust everything is well with the mages?
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
I'll leave you to it.
Dorian!
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son.
Oh. Did he survive?
He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was.
He's dead. The blight
Oh, shit.
caught up with him.
Fuck.
It's barely been any time at all. Was he so ill?
Honestly, he should have died a long time ago. Alexius was using magic to keep him alive. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Damn.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question.
I'm sorry.
I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome.
Yeah. Sorry for...
Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
No, this isn't the shit balcony. Let's just be like, yes, here, this is the shit balcony. This is where we collect all the shit from the Inquisitioner's room. How the fuck do you guys have this? I don't know why the hell the goddamn castle came with it. I don't know why they didn't update it and make it fucking not such a gross fucking disdain across the entire world. But what? There's nothing else to it.
There is
Mother
some-
Giselle.
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Dorian?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Paris, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
Not at all.
I've never spoken to Dorian about his past.
The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
What kind of meeting? You know, this could be just them wanting to stab him in the back.
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And what if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be
Yeah, it's probably how it's gonna go.
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want Dorian to know? That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and so implies he'd have cause. Yet they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
Fine.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success, and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for.
Yeah, but Your Reverence, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even if I'm asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south, placing him in the path of such danger, alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandril Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Haldeward of House of Parvis. Dorian! Dorian, I got some fucking hell for you. Anyway, Solus.
We must stop the Wardens from carrying out this insane plan, Inquisitor. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Don't forget the demons.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
The demons are nothing. They're a tool.
A tool that gives Corypheus an army.
That's not the point. Even if they could succeed, the entire idea is wrong. The Blight is not something one smugly outsmarts. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
It's interesting how you're so fucking against it. Especially since you don't really have any ties to the Warden. Especially since you're not really concerned about this army. You're concerned about the method. Holy shit, they've been fucking painting. I didn't fucking realize it. Holy shit. It looks nice. You're just fucking giving Solus shit. Oh fuck, they've been painting. Dorian.
I ran into Fiona. Seems you have Alexius serving the mages. There's some justice in that after what he did to them. Maybe one day he'll realize it.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
My father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son. What my
Yeah.
father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. To
This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
It could be a plot.
This could be the Venatori. Lure us somewhere remote, then an ambush.
Perhaps. Although this does look like my father's penmanship. Or could he have joined the Venatori? No. Anything is possible. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that.
Yeah.
If not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. We've never talked about my family before. They're not happy with my choices, you see. Nor I theirs.
What choices? Leaving Tevinter?
That too.
Well, let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him actually knowing. I really don't want to fucking trick him and be like, hey, we're gonna go down to the tavern over at Redcliffe to go have some beers. Especially since my character hasn't at least been seen drinking. Though he does fucking collect every fucking, like, beer and all that.
Stone Man, Inquisitor.
Oh, Varric, I haven't talked to you in a second.
Need something?
Tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient Tig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
That's not good.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the Tig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
It's definitely gonna be fun.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Damn. Fucking hell, that shit is fucking insane.
What could the Templars want with it?
Probably
In
the
Kirkwall, just having the lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her into a lyrium statue, anyway. Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
That's enough for now.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject. Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
You from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca, she's one of a kind. There's a hidden shop in Kirkwall called the Black Emporium. I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a pair of yellow ruffled pants.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
All right.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands in a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem. Need something?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
No, I haven't.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
Oh.
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there,
damn.
Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
Oh, shit.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the Blights.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
All right, I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. You were quite the outlaw, I hear. The Carter. You must have some past.
How do you know?
Who told you that?
No one had to tell me. It's amazing the things you learn waiting for someone to crack a keg. Or while sparring, or just walking past the barracks. The men do enjoy their idle talk.
Yeah, I have a pass.
So I have a past. I don't see how it's your business.
You're right. I was prying. I don't care who you were. I know who you are now, and that's the person I signed on for. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
It was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
There we go. Yeah, I don't mind him fucking... Again, yeah, busy hands. It's not a bad idea. Idle hands are the devil's plaything. I mean, if you know fucking, what was it, Sam and Max, you know, that's exactly... If you don't get that reference, ooh, boy.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Okay. Are you dead? Okay. Fucking, I'll talk to you later. What the fuck? There's just a random guy laying on the fucking ground. Scatterharding.
I wondered why all Skyhold seemed suddenly brighter.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
Take care.
Herald's Rest, a place for all in service here to rest, recoup, and preserve. Though weighs the heart, remember best your saving grace, the Herald's Rest. Archery contest, Saturday. All challengers welcome. Sister Leona to judge. Except Varric and beyond.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Very well.
Inquisitor.
And you are...
The bartender, Cabin.
just the bartender?
You were expecting...
I'm gonna be honest.
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the tavern.
What's the current mood?
Turgid?
Where did you study? I assume you're trained.
Bartending? I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
I've If I could fight, I'd be in the helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire. And probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything. Who make sure that thousands who can do something can do it. Besides, if you know a safer place than your castle, you share.
What's the word out there?
Someone requested a dragon flag. I threw him out.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
I am the one.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Let's discuss the Iron Bowl.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The Chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye, didn't it? Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flail. Bull put himself between me and the blow.
Damn.
Idiot. Didn't even know me.
Damn, he really is a fucking good guy.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eyes. He's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung this song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought him. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Yeah, that's a reason.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, the stone, still there, silent and reaching up to the blood that walks. No dreams with the cord cut. You sell it. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
What you do?
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fix it, festering and person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear. Makes me a person. Calls me kid. A friend. Solus, bright and sad. Observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
It must be sad, feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess after
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
No, I mean no profit though. Alright, let's go down before we get hit by more copyright strikes, for fuck's sake. Listen to my song, or I will have... The fuck? I know what you're doing in that bed. Look at that painting. Wait, is there no roof to that one? Oh, there isn't. Okay. I did not see that. Oh, Colin's ready. Fucking that's we've been just here so fucking long that Colin's just fucking like, eh, fucking hell, I'm ready to go, check.
Inquisitor.
Alright, let's hit up here, check in with the fucking War Council, and then we'll continue chatting.
I will be asked.
Everyone's grateful for the new cook. A good meal after a long day certainly lifts the spirits. Talk around the Darden table has become more lively. Supplies in the approach are limited, but I swear that man could cook anything from nothing. One night he manages to produce fish and egg pie. I haven't had one of those since Starkhaven. Sometimes the smallest things remind you what you're fighting to protect. Hey, that's why I sent him. Fucking go after all that glitters. He's gold. Where the fuck am I supposed to receive this fucking income? I don't know if I'm supposed to. That's kind of the problem. I'll probably take a minute to look that up right now. The Wagon Age does not produce extra resources or gold. Well, fuck me. Alright, well, let's look at the other one. The main watchtower. Is this also cosmetic? No, cosmetic. Yeah. Ooh. Where does this lead? Oh, fuck.
Now we have a place to hold them.
I didn't realize this was fucking down here. Oh, shit. There's a waterfall. I wonder if that's driving any of them insane. You know, I always wondered, like, fucking, if you did have closed doors like this, would there ever be a problem with, like, smoke and inhalation? Or would there just be, like, things put there?
It was a blessing, really.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it.
Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
You can't fucking tell me that doesn't sound like fucking... I mean, it sounds like a couple of fucking present-day ones as well, but... Fucking secret police. Might as well fucking spell out Gestapo, for fuck's sake.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
Oh boy. Yeah. To be honest.
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily?
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. Always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
I don't like that. That is just... Again, that... God, fucking...
And you're a spy?
Close. I am now, I suppose. But that's not how I started. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
I mean, it sounds like fun.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Holy shit.
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Yeah.
It sounds like you had a rough life under the Qun.
What, 3 meals a day and free sex whenever I need it? I came out here for the challenge, boss. Figured I'd rough it with you savages. Anyway, nice talking with you.
Okay, you know, I knew nothing about the Quinn, and now I really am disliking the Quinn. I really am. Fucking hell, that is just horrible.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
Oh.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Should probably interview.
Hey, enough.
You're taking his side?
I said enough.
Not exactly, but...
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
He would have fucking died.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
I mean, he's earned his place.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
Thank you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple,
Yeah,
he'd be
exactly.
dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
I still like Yes.
Good thing I still like you.
I'm serious.
You think I'm not?
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh fuck, there's just... Okay, I guess there's quite a few scenes I haven't fucking spoke with her about.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so,
to be alive.
if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, and particularly Lord Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. Yeah, Liana. Seekers have many secret hideways. According to Cassandra, these would be the first place the agents should search. Someone has seen these Seekers, given them safe harbor, and ties them with a ward.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, bad.
I understand if resources cannot be spared to help search for the missing Seekers, Inquisitor. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. There may be a use in looking.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole.
Tell him to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but...
Somewhat off-color today, Inquisitor? An excess of bile, perhaps? Might I bleed you, or offer a herbal tonic?
I don't suppose you got a pig that you can run my blood through.
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Yeah, where the hell is Threaten?
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
The fuck?
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money to Winterhausen, and a rare Ultima contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your
your fucking
To be
qualifications.
honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
If I see Threaten, I'm gonna have a fucking word with her.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
Okay, then you're not as useless as you make it sound like you are.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
I mean, he could have fucking started off with that, but... I mean, there's the aspect of the Iron Bull. I could argue that he's been fucking re-educated, since he has literally stated he went to the re-educators into believing that the cause that he serves is just in any remark. I know the shtick is that fucking that's high horse coming from a guy who technically, if we're considering all this, fucking doesn't outright know the fucking cost of life in terms of this shit, but it's just also like, fucking, I'm sorry, but I really don't like the fucking idea of a fucking secret police. I don't know, again, that's really fucking, fucking nation I'm in, but by technicality, again, I'm not fucking standing by it. That's actually kind of funny. We fucking have done the last 2 points into fucking battle. Haven't gone through a single battle. I've literally spent the entirety of this fucking episode checking in on fucking other random ass shit. I mean, it's not explicitly random, but still. Anyway, we're gonna end off here. Thank you guys for tuning in and all that jazz. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and watch the video. Have a great day. Where's the button? This button, right?